Hamilton or Brown out of Paonia.
Dalton Marini going to be on the same mat that Lane Crumley just finished on.
Guzman blocks a shot by Spoor, trying to get in on a single leg. Now he gets caught in that front headlock again. Pushes out of that. Now trying to fight off a tackle by Spoor. Guzman gets his whizzer in there, mashes the head down, and Spoor's backing out of bounds. A restart, still no score.
Blood timeout for Marino's Wyatt Barber. Leading 4-3 heading into the third period there. Still waiting. Dalton Marini at the scores table, ready to wrestle here in just a moment.
Akron's YW Electric, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, wishing all local wrestlers well at state.
As Guzman wrist tying, banging foreheads. On the green Pinedale Wrangler mat. Oh, there's a shot by Spoor. Guzman blocks that. Now drops in on a single leg. Spoor will catch him in that front headlock. Hotchkiss in the red and white singlet. Guzman in the gold singlet.
Marino's Wyatt Barber hits a reversal, a switch immediately. It goes up to 6-3 starting out the third period for the Marino Rams. And Dalton Marini is out ready to wrestle for the Wiggins Tigers.
Guzman with a double leg tackle works up the body and gets a takedown.
Marino's Wyatt Barber riding, leading 6-3, minute and a half left in the match. And for Wiggins, Dalton Marini is underway at 145 pounds against Dale Dean Quintana from Centennial. Takedown quickly for Dalton Marini.
Guzman working from the top, 20 seconds left.
Wyatt Barber up 6-3, minute 8 left in that match. Wiggins Dalton Marini up 2-zip, minute and a half left in the first period. He rides in his match.
We're down to 3 seconds, and I think they're going to give Spoor an escape. Both wrestlers were clear out of bounds, but Spoor gets the escape to make it 2-1. We'll head to the second period.
Marino's Wyatt Barber's continue to ride. 40 seconds left in the match. He leads 6-3. His opponent from Burlington starting to make his way up onto his feet. And we're down to a minute to go in the first period for Wiggins Dalton Marini. He leads 2-zip, has been riding pretty much the entire first period.
Okay, Guzman starts on the bottom in the second period, tries to hit a switch. He's up by 1. And Spoor hanging on to double legs. Guzman trying to hip out and work his switch. Spoor just hanging onto the legs, nothing happening. Oh, now they get back in a little better position. They'll have to reset and start all over again.
Wyatt Barber down to 15 seconds. He leads 6-3. He's going to move on into the championship semifinals tonight.
Guzman hooks up a knee. Spoor trying to throw the grapevine at him. Guzman needs to swim out from underneath, and he can pop out for a reversal here. Barber got Spoor pretty high.
Barber made it exciting. He gave up a reversal at the end of the match, but he'll still win it. 6-5 will be the final score. Marino's Wyatt Barber in the championship semifinals. So in 2A, we focus on Wiggins Dalton Marini, who leads 2-1, giving up an escape with 20 seconds to go in the first period.
Okay, Guzman pops out, gets a reversal. He'll be up 4-1.
Marino, by the way, now 1-2 in this round, lost by Hastings and Hayes, but a win by Barber. The next Marino wrestler will be Tough Gibson in the quarters here at 171 pounds.
Guzman trying to work an arm bar. Spoor limp arms out of that. Now Guzman will pick an ankle, has a crossface, steps over. I think he's got a cradle locked up there. Spoor's got a longer leg. It's Guzman trying to work his cradle. He gives up on that. Gets back into riding position. Spoor trying to hit a switch. Guzman follows him around. Oop, Spoor out in front. And official signals a real early escape. And they'll be on their feet as we're getting short time here in the second period.
Dalton Marini leads 2-1. Just starting the second period, he'll work from the bottom. Wiggins Tiger, easy escape to start things off. He's up 3-1, 10 seconds into the second period.
Okay, Ryan Spoor will take the down position. Down by 2 here in the third period. This brushes Tony Guzman. Spoor tries to hit a switch. Guzman settles that down. Busts him flat.
Dalton Marini, a double-leg shot, had pretty good position, but loses it. Front headlock against him, and they'll slip out of bounds. 1:27 to go in the second period. Dalton Marini leading 3-1 for the Wiggins Tigers.
Tigers have already advanced Buddy Watson into the semifinals. After Marini's match, won't be long until we see Aaron Urker, maybe even at the same time at 152 pounds.
Guzman gives up the reversal. Got a little bit high and out of shape, and Spoor just popped up on top. Tie it up, 4-4. 1:20 on the clock.
Dalton Marini gets a takedown right on the edge of the mat. They go out of bounds. Minute 4 in the second. He leads 5-1.
Spoor trying to get a hammer lock back there on the left wrist to Guzman. Guzman trying to spin underneath. Builds a pretty good base. Looks like he's trying to work that Peterson roll. Spoor following him around. Guzman's hooked the knee. Tony quite a bit shorter than the taller Spoor. Spoor spins around and gets back in a little better riding shape.
Marini gives up.
Go ahead.
So Dalton Marini gives up an escape. He still leads 5-2. 40 seconds to go in the second period.
We get a stalling warning on Spoor. So they restart.
The Farmer State Bank in Akron and Brush has deposit and loan products to fit your needs. Good luck, local wrestlers from the Farmer State Bank.
Okay, Tony Guzman trying to work off the bottom. Tied up, 4-4, 26 seconds and counting, third period. Spoor trying to pick the ankle and step on Guzman. Guzman based out. Spoor with a cross face trying to pick the leg. But Guzman fighting that off as we're down to 9 seconds and counting.
Second period comes to a close for Dalton Marini, and looked pretty casual there at the end of the second period, just kind of standing around, not even in a low wrestling position in the last 5 seconds of that match. But he leads 5-2 going into the third period.
Tony Guzman's going to overtime. Tied up 4-4 on their feet.
Trying to become the second beat digger to move to the semis.
Aaron Urker of the Wiggins Tigers, looks like he'll be the next match available. Coming up here very shortly in Class 2A, 152.
Oh, Spoor just lateral drops Guzman right to his back. And that'll be the match. Ryan Spoor is going to take Tony down. Tony come off of being real sick earlier this week. And I think the conditioning really got to him there at the end. So Tony Guzman will drop into the consolations.
6-4 overtime loss for Tony Guzman.
Dalton Marini continues to ride 5-2, his lead, minute 40 to go in the third period.